Tom Aspinall, you cannot lose to Ciryl Gane. There is too much at stake. First, let's start off with the fate of the heavyweight division. It depends on this fight. It really does. Gane lost to Ngannou, and then Ngannou left the UFC. Gane then fought Jones, and Jones dismantled him easily. Tom must continue that trend. If Gane wins this fight, then it'll be clear that the best heavyweight in the world actually isn't even in the UFC. With the Tom win, it will be said that he did exactly what those other guys did. He did what Ngannou and Jones did. So if we never get to see that fight, all we can do is speculate. A Gane win would leave no room for speculation. Gane's reputation right now is at an all-time low. We saw what Jones did to him, and in his last fight against Volkov, many people believe that was a robbery. Most people think he shouldn't even be fighting for the title right now. So Tom Aspinall cannot lose to that guy. Aspinall has gained this aura of invincibility, and the main thing pushing this is the belief that the greatest fighter ever, Jones, ducked him. That's the best thing going for the heavyweight division right now. We see how some of these other heavyweights look, and I'm not exactly seeing a Francis Ngannou just waiting in the shadows to come challenge Aspinall. It's going to be guys like Volkov and Almeida. Daniel Cormier isn't helping the promotion of that fight by saying Almeida can't fight. Aspinall losing here would create a heavyweight division that nobody cares about. Because even though right now nobody cares much about the heavyweight contenders anyways, at least they're interested in seeing Tom Aspinall fight. A man who has never been out of the first round. What exactly is there to look forward to if he loses? Are you excited to watch a Gane vs Volkov rematch? Does Gane vs Almeida get you excited? Gane vs Pereira would be a very good fight, and I think that's the only good option there is. Apart from that, there's not really much. If you're not going to have competitiveness in the division, then you might as well have a young Mike Tyson who just dominates everybody, and that's what people are tuning in to see. Another reason Tom must win is for his own well-being. Jon Jones will be glued to the screen and probably already has his tweets pre-written and ready to go. If Tom loses, he'll talk about how he was right all along. Tom was just a hype train who the fans wanted to be the guy to finally beat Jones. And it's not like we're going to see Jones come back as a result of this, but the champion of the world and the guy who beat Tom will be a fighter who Jones beat in under 2 minutes. I know many people thought that they would no longer hear about Jones after he vacated the belt, but you were delusional if you really thought that. You will continue to hear about him. And this is the fight that will cause the most talk about him because of the connection he has to both of these fighters. But you best believe that Jones will be talked about for the rest of Tom's career. Whether Tom wants to talk about him or not, it will be brought up. I remember he said a while back that he will not answer any questions about Jones, but it's obvious the media isn't going to care about that. I've already seen them ask Tom about whether he will be able to beat Gane quicker than Jones did. It's obvious Tom is irritated by these questions, but just for his own sanity, he must get through this fight. Tom has been hyped up by the media, which is deserved. Finishing opponents in the first round and being as dominant as he has been, he deserves it. But I guarantee that there are fans out there who have not seen him fight many times, and their knowledge of him is being the guy that Jones didn't want to fight. If he loses, then they will believe that he just isn't very good, which we all know isn't true. So for Tom, I would say, don't get caught up in trying to win more impressively than Jones. It would be nice if he could top that, but I don't know if he will. The worst possible scenario for him would be losing. I don't care if the fight gets out of the first round and Gane makes it a little tougher than what people were expecting. None of that matters. Just get the win. One of the main criticisms of Tom, well, not even criticisms, but something that people are just looking for is how will he look if this fight goes beyond the first round? What happens in rounds 3 and 4? Does he get tired? Does he still look like the same fighter? Now, we might not get the answer to that question again if he finishes that fight quickly. But even Dustin Poirier commented on this, saying that he hasn't seen him on the stool or in any trouble in a fight. He still picked Tom to win, but he said he wants him to go through that feeling before he's fully on board. And if Tom does start to slow down, then this will only help Jones' argument, who will say that this is exactly what he would have done to him. Take him to deep waters where he's never been and just dominate. So for Tom Aspinall, the sake of the heavyweight division and for himself, he must win this fight. And personally, I don't care how he does it. Narratives will be painted whether he wins in the first minute or if he wins a decision. But I don't care about any of that. Just win this fight.